Welcome back to the MMA Clutch, and in this video we are going to talk about the upcoming fight that is between Dricus Duplessis versus Kamaru Usman. This fight will take place on 18 July or something. We're just 4-5 days away from this fight. It's a spectacular fight, great fight, and honestly it's one of those fights again where you can't really predict what's going to happen. This is the size and reach and all the discrepancies right on your screen. The stats is there. Dricus Duplessis is a South African fighter, 32 years of age, young, has lost to Kamaru, was one of the most dominant middleweight champions up until then, and on the other hand is one of the most dangerous welterweight fighter ever, that is Kamaru Usman, who also lost to Kamaru but relatively in a very tough fight, I would say, and is a former welterweight GOAT. Moving up to middleweight is going to be new for him. Right, has a win over Joaquin Buckley down at welterweight, but in middleweight he's got nothing. So this is going to be a huge test for both of these fighters. But Dricus is favorite, as you can see, minus 290, and this is a one spectacular fight. You can't really predict what's going to happen because it's a very dangerous fight. On one hand, Kamaru Usman is one of the most technical fighters out there, very strong and very tough. On the other hand, you got Dricus Duplessis, who's very strong, brute strength, brutal fighter, relentless pressure, always looking for a finish. If you give him a chance, he will end you. Has victory over Sean Strickland twice and Israel Adesanya. So he's already beaten two of the most dangerous strikers in the middleweight division. And now he's facing one of the most best wrestlers out there. And this fight is spectacular because I'm really looking for this fight. And after what has happened for the past 1 month, I really need something. So Dricus winning would really improve the mood. However, him losing will not cause me much pain either, because this fight is great. Kamaru wins, it's a good situation. He loses, it's even better. But we gotta look at the analogy of this as if why I would think Dricus can win this fight. First of all, his confidence, like as usual. His confidence is always power level, and his skills and his mentality, most importantly. Dricus has got one of the most toughest mentality out there, but this interview alone shows you what he is.
And then I also looked at it from a point of fighting a striker. Why, or just a grappling guy, that's not going to help me. That's not, well, in the perspective of proving that I am the champion, that I'm worthy of being the champion, because I've beaten the best striker in Strickland twice. I've beaten the best striker in Adesanya. I want to face the best wrestler that I could possibly face in the division, and other than BOUT, who doesn't have the credentials to fight me at this moment, he still has to do a lot of work to get to that.
So you can see immediately Dricus is finding reason to jab at any other fighter. So he tells you right away that he wants to fight Kamaru Usman because of the wrestling credentials. He wants to prove that Kamaru Usman, despite how great he is, he can be beaten, and him beating Kamaru Usman will prove that he is not only a great striker, but he can also tackle great wrestlers, which is very important for Dricus Duplessis, because he got completely dominated in the last fight that he had with Kamaru. He had his moments in the later rounds, but before that it was 4 rounds of complete domination. Some say even 5 rounds of complete domination. Dricus couldn't do shit, most importantly because Kamaru was just pinning him on the ground and keeping him there, which is exactly what most wrestlers would want to do. So him beating Kamaru Usman, who again is one of the most dangerous fighters out there, one of the best wrestlers out there, would really raise up the stock of Dricus Duplessis, which is why I'm kind of moving towards Dricus Duplessis. My prediction is Dricus Duplessis beating Kamaru Usman, although it could be a Kamaru Usman night very easily, because the experience that he has over fighters like Dricus is very amazing, especially when you look at his wrestling abilities. I mean, look at the takedowns he goes for. 38 years old, has got no knees, and then Dricus is like completely all over the place. He's known for his goofy style. Either way, so it's going to be fun to watch, and I'm really looking forward to this fight. I think Dricus takes this one. What do you guys think? Like and subscribe. See you guys again. Adios.